Oh, good
Oh,
evening.
thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to introduce Nata St. Germain, who's going to share some information and other very seasoned promoters as well on some of the tools for sharing this business and building a business. It's so much easier now, isn't it, Nata, than way back when?
Yeah. Oh, it's so lovely actually. Don't have to drive everywhere, like all over the place like we were for many, many years. So I do miss seeing you guys in person though. I have to say there's a little bit of that, but I also have to say that some of the newer promoters that never experienced all the driving around, they're enjoying building their business from home. And, I think more importantly, it's so nice because you can still prepare your meals, spend time with your family before you get on a business call in the evening. So that's one thing that I'm really enjoying is puttering in my gardens and preparing my meals, and then doing Zoom calls throughout the day or in the evening. It's such a nice way to build our business, and I'm really excited because there's so much growth happening in Canada. And the tools that we have now, especially for building our businesses, there's so many. And I know sometimes it can sound overwhelming or look overwhelming, just like when we did our talk last week on all the tools we have on learning about the product. So tonight we're going to focus on the different tools and resources that we have that'll help you build your business. And some of it is product related, but we're going to dive into some of the business pieces as well. Okay. And I have to say thank you to Heather for sharing this layout that she had developed for her team. I just tweaked one area so that it would pertain to all of us here that join our regular meetings and Sunday night team all-in calls. So as a business upline, as a team upline, it's really important that when you sign somebody up as a member or a promoter, that you have a welcome a phone call or an email, send them information that they're asking for. So this is a really important part of, I think, developing that relationship and gaining trust with your new club member and promoter. Okay. Another thing that's important when you first get somebody started as a member or a promoter is to make sure you send them the list of the cross-border product list, and also remind them how to order the cross-border. I still have people asking me many of times. I had somebody today trying to order the detox kit and they were frustrated, texting me saying, hey, I can't find the detox kit online. And then I texted back and said, I said, just a reminder, it's cross-border. And then they're like, oh yeah. So, sometimes your members will still forget that some of these products are cross-border, but it's really important. And as a reminder, maybe this individual I told like a year or 2 years ago, and I'm going to send her another email with the cross-border list as a reminder saying, hey, just a reminder that these are the products that are cross-bordered. Okay. So, and sometimes even giving them the 1-800 number and the times that they should be calling, because I've had some people get frustrated. They start calling at like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning, our time, and they get frustrated. They can't get through, right? And they don't realize that you can call up until 8 p.m. So make sure you're clear on that with your team, okay? Also, the next step is to invite them to the different Facebook groups, like the Neo Life Healthy Living community, both members and promoters. Also, the 3 for free flyer and video from the media in the app. I find that quick little video explains that 3 for free so nicely. So make sure you send that to your new promoters and new members when they first get started so they know how that 3 for free program actually works. Okay. Same with the loyalty point video program. That's also in the media in the app as well. Okay. There's a flyer and there's also the app. So there's 2 ways that you can send it to your members and your promoters. I like to do both so they can keep something on file, but the video I find is a great, it's visual. So I'm visual, so I enjoy watching videos as a quick explanation as well. Okay. Invite to the next Zoom presentations. whether it be yours or the Canadian team. I find that it's really important from a promoter standpoint to create an email list of your club members, of your promoters. Okay. And that's what I do. When I send you an invite to this business training, I have a team all in list. Okay. And that team all in list, I invite to our trainings like tonight, our Sunday night trainings as well. So this way, when you're sending an email, you could just attach and send it to everybody. Okay. And send an email to everybody. Expand. Yeah. I will expand the, oh, I see. Okay. So it's not full screen to you guys. Can you guys see the document?
I can.
You can see it. Okay.
It's
Patience is asking for me to make it.
If you can make it more than 100% in the corner there, in the bottom right-hand corner, then we can see a little bit more of it. So small letters. In the bottom right-hand corner, I'm going to zoom it a bit.
Oh, I see. Okay. Hang on. Oh. Okay.
No.
How's that? It got a little bit bigger.
I think it's too big.
That's a little bit big. That's okay, I think.
It's too big for Cindy though, right, Cindy? You're saying it's too big?
Like we've lost some of the document, I think, just by whatever's working for you guys.
Well, I'll just scroll so that we can just follow, and I'll email this document to you guys. So you have this document on hand, okay? So it's important to create an email list of your different groups. And then I always ask my new members and my new promoters, hey, you know what, I'm creating this list. Would you want to receive regular emails weekly on our upcoming events and even testimonials? Okay. And most of the time they say yes. There aren't too many people that say no. But sometimes what'll happen is sometimes inactive people, if they stop using the products for whatever reason, or if they're no longer actively building the business, they'll politely ask you to remove them from the email list, which is fine. But it doesn't happen too often, because usually your customers really enjoy receiving the invites to the health talks, to the different Thursday topics, and also to the your promoters obviously will want to receive invites to both the Tuesday training, business trainings, any upcoming events. I think it's really important, or even new information that from like we're having our big world team meeting tomorrow at noon, and there might be some information that the world team is going to, gain firsthand, and then they give us this information and we send it out to you guys, the promoters, right? So it's really important the communication follows through to your promoters. Okay. And it's also important to make sure that your promoters, because once they sign up as a promoter, upgrade to promoter, they now have access to the Team Neolife app, the TNL app. And the renewal, when people say, well, is there a renewal fee? The renewal fee that they renew every year helps to support and fund this amazing app. Okay, because the company spent a lot of money putting this app together for us, and the information is amazing. So make sure you guide them properly. And I know sometimes people are afraid of downloading something new on their phone, and I make sure that I stay on the phone with them while they're doing it, so that they're, they know what they're doing and they're not confused. So really important. And then I get them to practice with me. Okay, get your team to practice clicking on the different PDFs, the videos, sending it to you, showing what happens when I open it or when they open it, so they can go back and look at, the history and what's happened. So it's really important, especially if somebody is not that savvy with using, and they're kind of nervous about using the app. So really important that it's the baby steps. And once you get them comfortable using the app, they're so excited and they love the tool because it saves them so much time. Okay. There's also a text reminder that they can set up on their phone, and they have to text Neolife 393939. And when they put this contact in their phone and they text Neolife, they will receive a message 15 minutes before the leadership calls. Okay. It's so important. I find that, sometimes people forget the day, the morning starts and they have every intention of getting on the call. And then it's like 20 after 12 and they go, oh, shoot, I forgot to get on the call. Right. So it's really, really important. So make sure you guide them properly on setting up a text reminder. There's also a getting started guide and register for Josh's webinar on the neolifeevents.com. This is where Josh takes you through step by step using that getting started guide, kind of like what we're doing on our Tuesday nights, but we're spreading it out week per week. And your new promoter really needs to go through the entire getting started guide, especially with the way Josh does it. It is about an hour and a half. An hour and I think it's almost 2 hours training, but it's a business training, right? If you get a new job, you sometimes spend a whole day, right, in training, learning all the tools and giving you the pointers on how to run your business or how to build your business. So, make sure they commit to doing this training whenever they're ready. Okay, so they can do it on a weekend, they can do it in an evening. So really, really important. So make sure they put that on their list. Then you need to invite them to the Neolife Business Builders, where Josh posts a lot of business tools. That's where, again, more business information is for your new promoter. And then, hang on, email and email. Oh yes, I already said about the email list. And then also put them on your list, invite them to all the Team All In, our Sunday night weekly team meetings where we share wins and set goals for the week. Okay, so those are just some of the basics. But what I want to show you now is where to get more information. And I'm so grateful. I'm going to see if I can. Oh,
Nada, before you change the screen,
yes,
can I just point something out on this document? I did it, as you can see, I put a line at the top for the name of the member and the promoter. This is actually a checklist, so that for every person you sign up, whether it's a promoter or whether it's a member, you have a spot there to put the date of when you did that for that person. Okay, because you don't want to do it all at once. Spread it out over 3 weeks or the first month, where you're making sure, especially for a member, just a little bit at a time, right? But this way you have a record of, oh, did I send it to that person? You maybe start 2 or 3 people at the same time. You do all of those 3, but then you didn't do the next one. So, it's set up so that you can track these basics. And then once they're, as we say, on board, okay, so it's kind of an onboarding checklist. Once they're on board and you've covered this, now they're into your regular stream of things. But I found that I was forgetting which person had this, or I'd forget to do, send that email or that video. And so I needed something myself to be able to track each person.
And you're so right, Heather, because I remember at the beginning when COVID hit and more people were coming back to the business and people were signing up, we were getting all these people, and I had forgotten to tell people about some of the things, like especially the app or, some of the Facebook groups. And you're right, when you're talking to so many people, right, sometimes you do forget. So this is excellent. So you actually keep a file, like a binder with this in? Okay.
Yeah,
just way
I had gone away from the binder system totally, but then I realized that I needed, I like to be able to scan and have a sheet where you can see, okay, right, I've done that. So I've just got my binder divided by month. So, April, these are the people that signed in. Okay, I've got them looked after, fine. Then you can get rid of the sheet if you want, because they're now in my tracking system in the app, in the TNL app.
Right.
So, but it's just to get started, making sure. And I found the cross-border list is something that I forgot to send out sometimes, right? But those are a whole list of products that we have available, and they need to know that. The asterisk at that line is to remind us that only the Canadians need to have that, because if you're signing on any US people, then they don't need that. that doesn't apply to them at all, okay?
Yes, thank you. And I noticed that at the bottom here, the asterisk cross-border orders info and product list only available to Canadian members and promoters, which is excellent because we do have quite a few US people joining our teams, really expanding into the United States. So that's great. And Janine, this would apply to you too. So which is
Yeah.
great. But then Janine has Canadians.
It's the
here
vice
that are
versa, because
also
I need to, I don't need, I have all the products, but I need to know, yeah, for the Canadians, right?
That's
So
right.
that kind of gets buried at times. Sometimes I'm like, Cindy, yeah, it's a good reference point.
Yeah,
For
that's
sure.
great. Because we, like I said, we both have people in Canada, we have people in the US, so we have to make sure that the right information is sent to the two different markets. Excellent. Thanks so much, Heather. Really appreciate the input there as well.
Very
Okay,
welcome.
awesome. That's great. So that's just like the very basics. Okay, then to get a little deeper, I have to say I went on to Alan Blaine's The Wisdom Builders Facebook group again today. And I know it can feel a little overwhelming, but I find that if you go to guides, okay, in this group, and just want to make sure, and you go to the getting started, the new promoter starts here, okay? I had Serena did it, and I think it was Eulalie started here. And I just said every day, just do a little bit, right? Rather than going through the whole section, I found that this was nicely laid out as well. So we've got the little form that Heather did, which is a great little checklist, which is great. But the Wisdom Builders, they put a lot of effort into putting this steps, the most important immediate action steps, okay? First of all, host a 30-minute online Zoom health talk with your sponsor, right? Presenting to your guests. And I know a lot of our promoters are excited about our Tuesday nights and excited about our Thursday nights. But I'll tell you right now, the ones that have stepped up the fastest, for example, like Serena, I'm just going to give some examples. Eulalie, I'm trying to think. There's a few people in my team, Dawa, Violet, they were hosting several Zooms outside of, and I know, Joan, you were doing that with your team. And, I think that's how you help Margaret to get to director, not just waiting for our Tuesday nights or our Thursday nights, Zoom calls. Okay, so it's really important you schedule your own Zooms. Also invite them to the health talk so they can invite people, which is great if they can't make it to their own personal event. Make a list of names and begin inviting each person to the talks. Okay, really important. And also invite them to the Healthy Living Community Facebook group. So again, I also like to encourage my new promoters and members to join the weight loss challenge or the fitness challenge. Okay, this is also something that's great because if you lead by example, right? If you lose weight, if you have a few pounds that you need to lose and you lose weight, your customers and your members will go, oh, yeah, she's doing that. She looks so great, right? Oh, look, she looks so much younger. Anyways, it's so important that, you live it, you feel it, you look it, and you're living walking the, how do you say that? Walking the talk and talking the walk. Oh, Joan, you're saying it. You're muted though. I know you can see, I can see you mouthing it. But anyways, you have to make sure that you are, doing your part. Okay. Lead by example. Really, really important. Okay. Then connect on social media. So again, this can be very overwhelming for a brand new person, but I tell them one step at a time, right? One step at a time. So the New Life Healthy Living Community is the first step, especially for your club members, and your promoters need to know how to invite people, right, to the group. Okay. I've had some of my newer promoters, they didn't know how to, they knew how to go on there, but they didn't know how to invite people. They didn't know how to tag somebody in the group. Okay, so make sure that they know how to do it and they're clear on how to do that. Okay, if you have to schedule a Zoom, that's what I did with Eulalie, because she wasn't familiar with how to get on Facebook and how to, navigate. So I did this on Zoom with her so she can see and click and we did it together. And so she can do it. So sometimes you have to do these little baby steps and guide them step by step. Okay. And then there's the Ideal Business Facebook group as well. Where is it here? Now, Wisdom Builders, they have their own team business training. I haven't been going on live, but it's recorded in this group. So you can always go back and just see what Alan's doing, the kind of trainings that he's doing. So again, just another way of learning the business as well. Okay. The YouTube. Okay. I know. So the different YouTube video or YouTubes that I went on the YouTube, the Neolife Club, youtube.com/Neolife Club. And I went on the, I watched John Miller and, oh my goodness, Lowe. What's his first name again? I just drew a blank. Mark do a talk on Inside the SAB. The interview was amazing. And they talk about, the Neolife difference and how the tablets are made and the formula. So another great area for you to get familiar with that YouTube channel, because sometimes as a promoter, you might, meet somebody and they say, what's so different about the Neolife products? What's the difference between your tablet, or why do you have, a tablet as opposed to a capsule, right? So then what you could do is you can go to that YouTube channel and just highlight that talk and send it to them in an email, right? In Messenger, in a text. So this way they can watch this interview. So this is another really great tool that you can to navigate, but I would get familiar with it, get on there, see what's on there. And then also wisdombuilderstv.com. So there's a couple of two different YouTube channels that are great as a business tool. Okay. And we talked about the
The Neolife YouTube channel, they've simplified it. It's just neolifetv.com.
Oh, okay.
It takes you, and then you've got the different playlists. So neolifetv.com. That's it.
Okay.
And they've organized it much better with the different playlists.
Excellent.
And what is
Thank
the
you.
Wisdom Builders?
That's
And the Wisdom Builders is wisdombuilderstv.com.
TV.com. Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, two different channels. Great tools.
Nada,
Yeah.
I'm a little bit confused about the YouTube, how to navigate to send the clip to the
Okay.
customer.
Yeah. Okay. So you know what? Can you see me? Can you see the YouTube? I just want to make sure if I click on here that you can see what I'm doing. Do you see the YouTube now coming
We're
up?
not seeing anything.
no, we still see the document.
Okay.
No, we cannot see
Okay.
any.
So I have to stop sharing, I guess, and then reshare again. Hang on.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can you see this now?
It's coming up.
Okay,
It's the Wisdom
Wisdom
Builders.
Okay, so I went on the Wisdom Builders
yeah.
TV. Okay,
Correct.
so let's say you have somebody that's skeptical about soy. So what
Okay.
you can do, Dawa, you play this video.
yes, I do.
Okay,
Okay,
and then see. I'm gonna pause. Hang on. Do you see up here where it says youtube.com/watch? This is the link for this.
oh, understood. Oh, so you copy and paste it?
What I do.
There's
Yeah, I
also a
see-
share
do you
button
see-
just
do you
underneath
see-
the TV.
Oh,
See the
Oh,
share
thank
button
you.
underneath the,
oh yes, yeah,
yeah, right
Yeah.
there.
Oh,
That's
Okay,
what
now-
you would do. Just share there and then you can copy it.
Okay.
share. Yeah, in an, oh, I see, and copy it here. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
thank you so much. I learned one thing.
Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
no, I've done it both ways. Thank you, Heather. I forgot about that share. Sometimes I get confused about the share because I just thought I've been doing the old way for so long, but there you go. Share and you copy and you paste it.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. That's
Thank you so much.
more clear now, Dawa?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah.
Excellent. Awesome. Okay. Where else was I? Do we want to go back to Wisdom Builders? Hang on.
Sorry.
Here we go. Okay. Can you see the Wisdom Builders now again, or do I have to stop sharing and go back again? What do you guys see now?
We can see the. No, we,
Yeah, we see,
Like a blank.
It's their guide.
Yes.
Where it says, okay. Okay, so I went back to the Facebook group. Can you see the
Yes,
Wisdom Builders?
Oh, you're in the
.com
guide
channel?
now, right?
Yeah, I mean, I went back to the guides again.
yes.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. Continue education. So go through the Getting Started guide again. So there's a hard copy of the Getting Started guide, and it is updated. Heather, I know you were concerned about the older, but it has been updated. You can just do it online and go through it online, or you can order an actual hard copy. Okay, you can order one within next time you place your order. But as a promoter, you get a new one in your kit. Okay, but when and then when people upgrade to a promoter, they'll get the new Getting Started guide. Or if your older promoters have come back to the business, then it's a good idea for them to get a new copy of the Getting Started guide. Okay. And the Gathering of Champions, this is an evening where, you know, we get together once a month. It's usually right after month end when the month closes. We're having ours officially on Friday. I know Mary Ellen usually has hers on Wednesdays with her team. And that's where you do recognition, you look at what's happened in the month, and then Josh puts a document with all the updates, okay, corporate updates, product updates, anything that needs to be shared. So we used to gather together in person and have dinner or lunches or breakfast or however we're doing it. But doing it virtually is great because you can really, especially Joe now with your team being so spread out internationally, I'm sure you can do your Gathering of Champions with your new directors and do some recognition in your teams, which is wonderful. So that's something that's really important to gather as a team and do recognition on a regular basis as well. And usually at the end of the month, the week after when the month closes, is a great time to do that as well. Okay. The sales support, Neolife has amazing, the girls in the office, I have to say, are fantastic. If you have any concerns, any questions, there's a 1-800 number. And again, it's 10 a.m. our time to 8 p.m. Okay, Eastern Standard Time. So during month end, you might be on hold a little longer than normal, but just be patient. I just say multitask, go fold laundry or prep dinner while you're on hold with Neolife, and eventually they get to you. But during month end, it can be a little bit of a delay, but be patient. And I always say when they apologize for being on hold for so long, I say, that's okay. That must be, we're growing. So it's always a positive if you have to wait a long time to get through our Canadian office. And we did talk about some of the other tools last week with the wisdombuilders.com, which is the product guide. We did share that last week to learn more about the products and how to design programs. There we go. Okay, another tool that I want to talk about is the 2 videos that Alan put out. The Income with Impact. What a great business tool to share with your team. I mean, if you're introducing the business, this is a must, okay? A must to send that link. And then if they want to learn how to make money, you have the how to make, hang on a second here. Let me make sure I say it right.
How the money is made.
Thank you. How the money is made. Okay. Another tool, I have it saved in my phone, so that's why I just click on it and copy and paste it. So another great tool, I'm just trying to see here. Okay. So we did guide 1. Let's look at guide 2. And this is for you again, just to share with your new promoters so they can get some of the language on how to share the business. And the scripts that Alan put together are incredible. Okay. So these are the different scripts. And just so you can get familiar with how to invite people, how to share what you're doing. So I would highly recommend that your team gets familiar with how to invite, how to talk to people, how to share the business, how to share the product, the 5 key criteria, right? There's some great scripts here that he put together. So I love some of them because it's for a brand new person. Sometimes they're nervous and they don't have the words on what to say, on how to take a look even at the product, right? So your warm market, right? Hey, how are you? I'm doing well. I know it's been a while. I really look forward to catching up soon. I'm writing because I'm so excited about something that I wanted to share with you. I've been learning a lot about health and nutrition lately, and I'm more excited about my health than ever. One of the things I recently came across is a 6-minute video that helped educate me on what to look for in a supplement, right? Using 5 simple criteria. It was so good, I want to share it with others like you that I care about, right? So here's just a very simple, script that you can copy and paste, send an email, do it in a text message, messenger, okay? And then you send them the 5 key criteria and .com, right? And then you follow up with the solution. So these tools are here for you to help you so you can communicate and develop communication skills. Okay. And then there's a cold market. Okay, so Alan put together so many different scenarios and you tweak it to your personality. It doesn't have to be word for word, but at least you can use it as a guide, okay, on how to invite people. Okay, so that's another area in the guide. So guide 1 and guide 2, okay? And then Alan does some great Facebook training on guide 3. Right? If you're kind of wanting to get better, where is it here? Oh. I think I lost it. Here we go. Facebook training. Okay. Yeah. So you just got to click around recruiting and social media. So there's, again, different links. There's scripts again on how to invite to the different Facebook groups. Okay. Any questions so far? You're all clear? Heather, you have your hand up again, or is that an old hand? We're good? Yeah, so nobody has no questions at all on where to find the tools, how to navigate the tools? Stop sharing now.
No, I have no
Everybody's
questions.
good?
But,
You sure now?
What's that?
Any comments, Janine? Like anything that was
Oh,
there
no, I was
anything
just gonna say, yeah, no, I have no questions, but like, yeah, no, they were all, just when I moved to the States, obviously the wisdom builders, like they've been good and with everything that they have, but I never went like through the guides and stuff in detail. I'd like watch the videos that they post on their different websites and stuff, but going through the guides that you just went through, that was kind of helpful if I, on my own time or just to
Yeah.
dig a little deeper, so.
And what's nice, Janine, is you don't just do a little bit. right? Focus on maybe just some of the scripts, get familiar with them, maybe write some things down that resonate with you, right? Every day do a
Yeah.
little bit, even if you do 10 minutes a day, right? It's
Exactly.
amazing. You can
Or it's
get,
just a good resource because you can just do a search and then whatever will come up, right? But
Yeah.
and then just going into the guides like that, I never really dug deep like that. So that's good to know. So thanks for going through that and just to see what it looks like, right?
yeah. No, I find it so
But
helpful.
yeah, there's a
'cause even-
wealth of information they have. It's unbelievable, right? And obviously with you guys in Canada, we remember Nata, we were like just on the calls, like you guys have been doing it forever and just the support, there's just an endless amount of support in North America, right? From online and in person and well, with some of the exception this year, obviously, but yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a wealth of information and not too much, because you can never have too much, right? Just knowing how to search for it and use it,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
when
And
you
just
need it.
using it. Yeah, just using it. And again, we're so grateful that Alan has opened up and the Wisdom Builders have opened up all their resources to
Yeah,
us.
they're
And
awesome.
yeah, and those, oh, Heather, you're going to say something?
Yeah, the scripts are also available in the Neolife Business Builders. Josh Clark's vice president of sales. That is, it has a guide for the scripts as well. So
Okay.
in that guide, I like to use that one because that is universal to
Okay.
Neolife North America, right?
Okay.
And the scripts are there, so they don't have to think, oh, what was that other group? It's another team. I mean, it's great. They really
Okay.
bring some great stuff, and
Thank
they
you. So
share
that's
it
what we
so
thought.
willingly.
So
But
I'm just going to do a
the
search. Do you want me to do a search and show people where that is then, Heather? Because
well, just in your groups, it's in the Facebook group.
Yeah,
Go to the
yeah.
Facebook group.
can you see my screen now or no?
I can see Facebook. Go to your group.
Okay, good. I'll go to group. I'll go to groups. I just want to see
Neolife.
just so I can show. And we want to go
Neolife
to
Business,
right here,
Neolife
right?
Business Builders. That's it. Yeah, that one.
Right. Yeah. Just I'm just going to do this for people.
So
that,
this is the one it's put out by Josh Clark as a corporate site. Yeah, right there in guides.
excellent.
So the first one is the leadership calls. That's also on podcasts. Then you've got some of the training. Right, those are some of his training videos. You could spend an entire training just on this one Facebook
Okay.
group. You can go to another guide that you're still in. Keep going down. All right, then there's the Gathering Breakfast of Champions. I think it's the next. I think it's guide 4 is the scripts.
Oh, there we go.
There
Okay,
it is. Yeah, guide 4 has some of the scripts and recruiting. So
excellent.
yeah, so they're there.
Excellent. Yeah, so he just copied and pasted that whole, I guess, that whole section from Alan's, from the Wisdom Builders, but it's more for everybody, right? Whereas the Wisdom Builders is their own personal group, but we have access to it. Great, thank you. Thanks, Heather. I knew it was here too, but there's so, just didn't know where to start. Thank you so much. There's that librarian in you.
Nada,
Yeah.
I have a small question. Yesterday, I was signing up one lady and I gave my website.
Yeah.
I just gave www.shopneolife/Dava Dissanayake. But she was, we were on the computer, but it went to a regular price, like Pro Vitality Pack or shake. She was trying to, but it went to not $56, it went to $70.
No, actually, she was okay. You had to click auto ship.
Oh,
Soon
because of that.
as she clicked auto ship, it would automatically give her the wholesale price.
Oh, okay, understood. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
the website is fine because she was
You got
asking. Oh, okay.
Yeah, everything went through. She signed up as a member and she ordered the product. She clicked on auto ship, and the only thing that didn't go on auto ship was the light duty cleaner, the LDC. I think that you really, oh, thank you. Thanks, Cindy.
Oh, okay. Okay, understood. Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Oh, good. Okay. Any other business related questions? I want to say congratulations, Joan, to Margaret becoming a new director this month, which is so exciting. Yeah, the month isn't over yet, so what's that?
No, I was saying she worked hard. I have a suggestion. I was doing with my team, getting testimonials, they should get ready to give testimonials so that you have a variety of people giving testimonials on a Tuesday and Thursday meetings.
Yeah.
So if they can, I asked them to make a list of all the testimonials because we have several, right? So you take
Sure.
the relevant one and get ready. So, I mean, you want to ask them to do it ahead of time, but they
Yes.
have to get ready to do it because, hearing us the same people all the time, and you want new people as well, right?
Yes,
Because new people
absolutely.
can relate to new people as well, even the business
Yes.
do, right?
Yes,
It's what's their hope for the future. They haven't achieved something yet, but what they hope to do. And that's so yeah, I think we should all get ready and have our
Okay.
testimonials.
excellent. Thank you.
Okay.
And Joan, I want to thank you. Serena did her 250 PV one-time order.
Oh, she did.
She
Awesome.
did it today. She was really excited and she did over 1,000 and she had 4 people that she signed up this month, like in May. So she's going to get the first order bonuses on all of them. And then she's excited about June and yeah, so her goal is to do 2,000 next month. So it's exciting when somebody sees the business and has that vision.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, we
So
we signed up 2 on Margaret's team as well too, with the 250 this month. So
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah.
Congrats, Joan.
congrats,
Mhm.
Margaret. Thank you. Hey, Janine.
Yeah.
So
Mark.
exciting. And I was
Yeah.
on your call a couple weeks ago and yeah, that's awesome. So
Thank you.
happy.
Yeah, Joan did an amazing interview.
Yeah. That's awesome. Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Heather's, did you watch Heather's interview yet, Janine? The teacher one that Heather and Shelley did last week too?
No, you know what? I
Oh,
actually
yeah.
missed it, but I'm gonna try to catch up, right? But I know, so it's,
Yeah, no, it was awesome. You'll really, if you have any teachers in your family or your
Yeah.
team or customer base, and excellent, they did a fantastic job.
Awesome, no
It was
doubt.
fun, really fun to watch. Yeah. All right, so Joan, are you gonna join us on the World Team meeting tomorrow?
Oh, I didn't know about it. I didn't get
Oh,
it.
you know what? I wonder,
What time?
that was sent, it's at noon tomorrow. I'll have to find out, probably because you weren't World Team when they initially did the invite.
Okay.
So I'll make sure that,
No, okay, sounds great.
yeah, that's great. Awesome. Oh, Cindy, you're gonna say something? Stop the recording. Cindy's gonna stop the recording. So thank you.